Oh, what is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's had themselves a nice Sunday. I am absolutely exhausted. So I'm going to try not to fall asleep. Oh, good stuff. I'll give it a couple minutes to let some people trickle in here. I only got one in the chat right now. Let's see. Baseball will be 1:30. And football is 1:31. Something is in my eye. Hey, you're not going to hop up here tonight. You're not going to hop up here tonight. All right. Let's go over the teams for Logofractor. So this is a 2-box. This was a pick one, get two random for Logofractor, and I've only broken 2 boxes of Logofractor so far this year, and we hit autos in both of them. So I know that's a little against the grade here, but hey, we're gonna keep that happiness going forward. What's up, Luke? So the D-backs go to Scotty. Carruthers got the Braves. Bobby Rips with the Orioles. Clive with the Red Sox. C has his Cubs trying to stay on that heater. Chive with the White Sox. Carruthers with the Reds. Scotty with the Guards. Bobby Rips with the Rockies. Carruthers with the Tigers. Bobby Rips with the Astros. Scariest with the Royals. Clive got all of Los Angeles. The Angels, and then the defending champion for another 8-9 games, Los Angeles Dodgers, who blew yet another lead tonight. Not good going into the playoffs. C got the Marlins. Scotty got the Brewers. Chive with the Twins and Mets. Dylan H with his New York Yankees. Run DMG with the A's. Switching it up, going for the Kurtz tonight. I like that. Carruthers with the Phillies. Carruthers with the Pirates. Run DMG with those Padres, those pesky Padres. Dylan H with the Giants. C with those Mariners, those first place Mariners. Dylan H with the Cardinals. Carruthers with the Rays. Run DMG with the Rangers. Scariest finishing us up with the Blue Jays and the Nationals. So again, Logofractor boxes are pretty quick. 30 cards per box. So let's go ahead and remove the keyboard here. Sorry if I'm a little lackluster tonight. I was out late to a concert last night, and I am tired. But I will give it my best. I will stay positive. I didn't grab the box cutter. 1 second. There's the box cutter, and then I need to grab one of these for the football. All right, there's the handy dandy, Mr. Handy Dandy. All right, let's see what Logofractor will bring us. Hopefully the autos will keep coming. Get rid of that stuff there. Oh gosh, good start, Joe. Knocking around the keyboard already. How's everybody's Sunday been? Been watching football? Been doing anything fun? We tried to rescue a cat last night. My wife got a text message late last night about a little kitten that was found, and the kitten was very sick. So my wife did everything she could in her power to rescue this cat. Unfortunately, the cat couldn't stand, and we had to take the cat to the vet here. And they let us know that unfortunately they had to put the cat down because the cat had some spinal problems going on, had a non-working tail, so it was pretty sad. Basically didn't have any chance at a good quality of life. So we did that. Then we went to Cookout, which is a local burger joint here, very good burgers. And then we got some snow cones at a place called Pelicans, which is a delicious snow cone. So a little bit of an emotional day here. Just because we love animals up in this house. Clearly, you can hear the birds in the background. But, yeah, we're going to make it through. What's up, David? How you doing, man? And appreciate you all for getting this bad boy filled. Before we get this real quick, we do have a Bob Ross and Tier 1 mixer right now, and I can't believe how many teams are left in that. Bob Ross is hot, and I got these at the best possible price I could get them at. So we're just about halfway full. Let's get those. Baltimore for Texas was confirmed. Okay, let me change that, my man. Baltimore for Texas is confirmed. You got it. So Baltimore goes to you, and Texas goes to Bobby Rips. Makes sense. Makes sense. Appreciate that, David. And, yeah, so lastly, I'm sorry, we have the Bob Ross and Tier 1 mixer just about halfway full. So let's get that bad boy filled. And then I am going to start pressing out Bowman. I think I'm going to do Bowman a little bit different this year. I think I'm just going to do them in 2 box breaks. But we'll see. One of my friends was at the memorial, and he sent me some pictures and videos, but I didn't watch it, so no, I'm sorry. But one of my friends was there, like at the actual stadium and stuff. CJ Salvi, Reese Hines, and Samuel Aldegahiri. Sandy, Freddie Peralta, Joey Bart, and Rafael Devers. Did the Niners come back and win? Niners did. I had to turn it off. Sweet. Niners came back and won by 1. Love it. There is a buyback. Dodgers, $20. In your pocket, just like that. There we go. You love to see it. And that goes to Clive, my main man, Clive. Congratulations on the $20. Yeah, he said it was quite the spectacle, to say the least. He said he's never seen so many people on top of rooftops. But he's a big supporter, so he went to pay his respects. Reese, Yoshi, McDermott, and Kloffenstein. Bieber, McMahon, Suarez, and Nola. So at least we got a buyback out of the base packs. Hopefully we can get a Judge buyback. Ozzy, Harris, Suzuki, and my GOAT, Clayton Kershaw. Much respect to Kershaw. Not going to lie, I might have cried on Friday. Tyler Anderson, Sogard, River Ryan, and Simeon. Naylor, Matt Olson, Diaz, and Hurston Waldrop, who's had a really, really nice year. Mookie Betts, Contreras, Cortez, and Cole Reagans. And our last base pack here will be Arenado, Matt Shaw rookie, James Wood rookie, and a Cody Bellinger. So nice little James Wood for the Nats. He's going to be a good player for a long time. Congratulations, Nats. So we'll put him up there. Hopefully we get some color up there. All right, on to the Logofractor packs. Hopefully we get something sweet in these. Looks like some teal. Brendan Donovan, Yu Darvish, George Kirby, a nice all-etch Ellie, followed by Royals, Hunter Renfroe, out of 199. That's a nice little card. That's cool. To Scariest of Terrys. My main man, Mr. Scary. Congratulations on the Hunter Renfrow out of 199. Looks like we got some purple. Kloffenstein, J.P. Crawford, Josh Young, Max Fried. Cardinals, that's Arenado. Arenado out of 250. Nolan Arenado out of 250. We'll go to Dylan H. Congratulations, Dylan. And real quick, I just want to see something. 4426. That one just looks a little bit different. And it's not. Okay. Just wanted to check. Got some blue. Garrett Cole. Vinny Pasquantino. Tio. Harper on the power plays. And it looks like we got the Padres. Gavin Sheets, he's had one heck of a year. To the Padres out of 150. He has revitalized his career. I don't want to say he's been the savior of the Padres this year, but he's kind of been the savior of the Padres this year. Run DMG, David. Congratulations, man. He has been, like I said, very, very good for the Padres this year. You probably fetch a couple bucks on that one. And our last Logofractor. We got double green here. And a Dylan Cruz rookie. So we got Amador. And let's do this one first. Mariners. George Kirby out of 99. I like that one. That's nice. Nice little George Kirby out of 99. And that one will go to the Mariners, which is C. My main man, Curtis. Congratulations there. And let's see, we got another color here. Is it ink, though? Detroit. Scooble out of 99. 199, so I got one extra color out of it. We'll take it. Very nice Scooble. And that will go to Carruthers. So the hits got spread around. And then we got the nice Dylan Cruz. 426. Let's see that real quick. Nope. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't an image variation. So that will do it. I mean, that's how quick baseball is tonight with Logofractor. And no auto out of it, but we did get one extra hit. And let's see what we got here. We got Arenado out of 250. Gavin Sheets out of 150. George Kirby out of 99. James Wood, rookie. Hunter Renfrow out of 199. Dylan Cruz, Logofractor rookie. Scooble out of 199. The card of the break is going to be the MVP buyback. I know it's worth 20 bucks. So that will be the card of the break. And if you all are asking why the heck do you care about a card of the break, your name is getting entered into a giveaway. At the end of each month, I am doing a giveaway. I haven't quite figured out what my giveaway is going to be. Either a break credit or a card of your choice or free shipping for a month. I don't know. Haven't figured it out. But Clive, congratulations on card of the break. All right, that is baseball. Now let's move right into football. And this should be a fun one. This is my last box of Leaf that is not going to be allocated prices. So I paid full MSRP on this box. Ugh. All right, I'm going to be reading a lot of teams here. This was a pick one, get one. So this has college, high school, and pro. And here's what we got. Auburn with ACC. Auburn with Big 12. Auburn with Big 10. Auburn got Pac-12. Auburn with SEC. Julian got the Mountain West. Sith got the American Conference. C got the Sun Belt and Conference USA. Any miscellaneous conferences that are not included in those will be random. Mike O got all the high school. Nick and Luke got the Cardinals. Auburn with the Falcons. OG with the Ravens. C with the Bills. Mike O with the Panthers. Julian with the Bears. Sith with the Bengals. Auburn with the Browns. Run DMG with those Dallas Cowboys. Nick with his and Luke's Denver Broncos. Mike O with the Lions. C with his Green Bay Packers. Carruthers with the Texans. Nick with the Colts. Carruthers with the Jags and the Chiefs. Auburn with the Raiders. Run DMG with the Chargers. Auburn with the Rams. Sith with the Dolphins. Nick with the Vikings. Auburn with the Patriots. Auburn with the Saints. Mike O with the Giants. Julian J with the Jets. Mike O with the Eagles. Sith with the Steelers. Mike O with my 3-0 San Francisco 49ers. Auburn with the Seahawks. Auburn with the Bucks. Julian J with the Titans. And Carruthers finishing us up with the Washington Commanders. So real quick, let me let the people in the football group know we are live for football. Football is live. Let me let Julian know. Football is happening now. All right, let everybody know. So this is also a quick one, but the good news with this one is we will see 8 autos, 4 base parallels, 1 jumbo exclusive auto, and 1 slabbed card. So we ripped a box of this earlier. I believe David hit a Joe Montana, if I'm not mistaken. Oh gosh, Joe, what am I doing? And I forgot, I think the Joe Montana was, David was the, hey Donnie, hold on, let me check, man. I think that's what it was. I think I screwed that up, man. Because I was looking and there's 1 extra spot. It's the Giants, Donnie. Donnie, you got the Giants. No, dude, sorry, I mistyped it. You got the New York Giants, Donnie. Sorry about that, bud. So you got the Malik Neighbors opportunity at an auto, and then I think they have Phil Simms in here as well. So you got the Giants. My bad, dude. That's why I put it on 2 separate sheets. Sorry about that, Donnie. You know I'd never do you wrong. Plus, you want the Ravens anyways, right? All right, let's hide that slabbed card in there. We'll look at that last. All right, so I'm going to probably have to do some research on some of these guys and gals. I'm going to try not to give away any of the cards here. All right. Again, Donnie, I'm sorry. It's been a day. All right, Chris Henry Jr. out of 149. He is high school. So high school goes to Mike O. Chris Henry Jr., high school. And that'll be 91 out of 149. He caught 5 touchdowns and had 3 interceptions, and he's committed to Ohio State. So be on the lookout for Chris Henry Jr. No, not all. No, there's high school, college, pros, and retired. There's the whole kit and caboodle. See, like this isn't a high school guy. Tyreek Hill out of 149. That goes to the Miami Dolphins, and the Miami Dolphins were Sith. Congratulations, Sith, on the Tyreek Hill. I do like these cards. They're nice. Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Luke, there's a good chance of getting like future stars, current stars, etc., etc. So, and past stars. Congratulations, Sith, on the Tyreek Hill. Daniel Milky. He's a 4-star recruit for high school as well. So high school got 2 of the numbered cards. Mike O for Daniel Milky says he's a 4-star recruit. Out of 49. Currently has numerous Division I offers, so we'll see what he turns out to be. All right, I think we have one more base, and then I think we get into autos. Oh, look at this one. This is sick. Upright. Die cut. Patrick Mahomes out of 10. Dang, look at that, man. That is sick. That's a really, really cool card. Carruthers, my man. That is a very, very cool card. That is going to be a very difficult card to beat for the break. I am not going to even try to lie or deny that. That is a sick, sick card. You must drink a lot of milk. That is a cool card right there, man. No, hold on. I don't like the way that looks in there. There we go. 3 out of 10, Patrick Mahomes. Upright card. That's really, really cool. Carruthers, I hope you're in the chat, man. That's a cool one. That is really cool. Congrats, Carruthers. And that's it for base. So the rest of the cards we'll see. There's 10 more cards left. They're all going to be autographs. First auto. CJ Tiller. CJ Tiller, 10 out of 10. Next in line. That looks like the Gators, but I want to make sure. I'm just going to verify it real quick. Utah State. Utah State. So this is going to be a random. This will be a random for everybody. Utah State. A 10 out of 10 auto will be a random. Because he is in the miscellaneous conferences. So that'll be a random, everybody. All right, next up we got Keenan Allen. This will be the Bears. 16 of 20. Beautiful card. Wow. Chicago Bears will be Julian. Congratulations. That is a nice card, man. Julian, congratulations, dude. That's a sick little card of Keenan Allen, who is back with the Chargers now. But that is a nice one. And again, 16 of 20. Keenan Allen. Very nice. We have Ryan Rakowski, prep school signing. So this will be a high school out of 12. High school Ryan Rakowski. That'll go to Mike O. I am just going to verify that real quick. Yep, he is in the high school. He is a 5-star recruit, marked as a top 20 quarterback in the entire nation. So we'll see what happens to him. Yeah, not Chargers. I'm sorry, David. So that'll go to Mike O. Hold on real quick. Let me go grab my Sharpie so I can write and remember when I sort and ship this, where this goes to. That will be high school. I don't need to write the pros because I know the pros, obviously. Murkowski, big-time quarterback. Robert Lewis, what is that X? Robert Lewis, State Pride, out of 7. That looks like the Auburn Tigers, but I want to make sure there, because I don't want to give out any of the wrong players. Robert Lewis. Football. Auburn Tigers. So that'll be the SEC. And that will go to Auburn. So very nice. Auburn's going to Auburn. Congratulations, Auburn, out of 7. And we know that is going to the SEC. On the State Pride. Pretty cool. Isaac Garendo, we know who that is. 49ers. Out of 7, that's a cool one. And I believe that is Mike O, who took my 49ers. Mike O. Yep. Congratulations, Mike. You're hitting tonight. Very cool. Isaac Garendo auto out of 7. Very cool. Aaron Anderson. That is black. That is sick. And that is a 2 out of 3. We know who this guy plays for. That's the LSU Tigers. Number 1 on the signature. That is the SEC as well. Auburn, congratulations, my man. That is a sick looking card right there. That is cool. 2 out of 3. Congratulations, LSU Tigers. SEC, I'm just going to do that. I already know it, but I'm going to do it just in case. SEC, very, very nice card there. Jordan James, out of 4. I do not know who that is or what team that is, so I'm going to look that up. I can't tell. I wanted to say it was Oregon, but I don't believe it's Oregon. I am right. It is Oregon. Jordan James is a running back for the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, I didn't even know that. Jordan James is a running back for the San Francisco 49ers. Mike O. This is a 49ers break. I didn't even know that, and I'm a 49er fan. So there you have it. Jordan James out of 4 for Mike O. And San Francisco 49ers, drafted out of Oregon. Very cool. Xavier Restrepo out of 10. That's a really cool card. That is the So Money Xavier Restrepo. Let's see who he is. I think he's a high schooler. Let's see. For the Tennessee Titans. He's a receiver for the Tennessee Titans. There we go. I was definitely wrong thinking high schooler. So Tennessee Titans goes to Julian J. Julian, second hit of the night. Congratulations, Julian, on the Restrepo. And that is the Titans on the So Money number 1 of 10. That is cool. Thanks, David. You clearly knew who he was. I didn't. That's a cool card. Congratulations, Julian. All right, we got one more back here, and then our slab proof. George McIntyre out of 3. Let's see who that is. George McIntyre. Let's see. Freshman, University of Tennessee. University of Tennessee. Rocky Top. George McIntyre, Rocky Top. University of Tennessee. That is, again, the SEC. The SEC absolutely ate again. Auburn. Three out of 3 for George McIntyre. SEC. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Congratulations, man. All right. Let's see who our slab is of. We know it's a production proof. Good luck, everybody. James Simon, that looks like the Oregon Ducks. But let's see if he has signed anywhere or if he is still with the Oregon Ducks. It says University of Texas. But that... James Simon, University of Texas? Yeah, University of Texas. I think that's... I'm just making sure here. Yeah, he's the University of Texas. And what do you know? SEC makes it happen again. SEC here. Congratulations, Auburn, man. You cleaned up on the James Simon. Auburn crushed it with the SEC. Very cool. 101, James Simon. All right, let's go through. I'm going to do this random real quick. Let me plug everybody in here, and this will be for the CJ Tiller. Next in line. Give me one quick second here. Let me plug everybody in. Come on, internet. Paste. Over. Come on. Microsoft Edge is just being very slow for me. Oh my goodness. Well, I want to do the random, but Microsoft Edge keeps freezing on me and saying not responding, not responding, not responding. Give me a second, guys and gals. Everything. And I think it dropped and reconnected. My goodness. Yeah, it totally dropped and reconnected. That's awesome. Okay, not responding. I get it. Wow, like my computer's literally just froze right now. Alright, I'm going to plug everybody's name into my phone and we're going to do it on my phone. Okay, I've got the random working on my computer now. Sorry, everybody. Yikes. Alright, let's see. We got to put in others. And then Auburn. I'm going to put JJ for Julian J. JJ. Put Nick. see. Sorry, everybody. And then we had run DMG, and I think that is it. All right, we're gonna do this bad boy 5 times, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it from my phone here. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Goes to Julian. That's JJ up at the top. Julian, you got the random. So congratulations on that one, Julian. That will go to Julian after the long wait. Julian, congratulations, man. All right, let's do a quick recap of this, and then I will get you all on your way, and I'm going to kill my computer. We had the 1-on-1. James Simon going to the SEC. We had Julian on the random for CJ Tiller. We had Jordan James of the 49ers. Had no clue there to Mike O. Isaac Garendo of the 49ers to Mike O. We had Xavier Restrepo, the Titans, out of 10. Aaron Anderson of the SEC. We had Robert Lewis of the SEC. And we had George McIntyre of the SEC. We had Chris Henry of the high school out of 149. We had Daniel Milkey out of 49. We had Tyreek Hill out of 149. We had Ryan Rakowski, high school, out of 12. We had Keenan Allen out of 20. And the card of the break is, yeah, it's going to be this pretty sweet Patrick Mahomes. Really, really nice. Upright die cut out of 10. So the Chiefs get that. And that will go to Carruthers. That is a really, really nice card, man. Congratulations. All right, everybody. I appreciate you dealing with my shenanigans tonight. Computer problems. Thanks for hanging in. That was a pretty fun box. We got some pro autographs. Nice little mixture. SEC owned it. But yeah, I just got some hobby football boxes in. Literally just got delivered. I'll show you what they are, and I'll get these posted. What are they? I got some debut edition, 2024 debut edition Encore. So they'll be licensed. You'll get 1 auto and 1 memorabilia. I got these for a pretty good price. I think I got them for like $120 a box. So I got a few of them. We'll try them out. So I'll get these posted shortly. Probably not tonight. Probably tomorrow. I have a pretty busy day tomorrow. So, but this will be a new football break. I'm working on getting some more football as well. So let's get that baseball field so we can break tomorrow. And as always, guys, I appreciate you. Much love. Hang in there. Stay safe. And we'll talk soon. Have a great night. Peace.